Hello everyone, this is Hemant Kumar. In this video, we are going to see an example for polymorphism in Java, where I am going to use Eclipse IDE for coding. Now let's look on the program question. Here today we are going to see only one sample question. For that, first we have to create a class called shape that takes two double data members such that its length or breadth or base or height. Those two will be its data members for the shape class. And using this class, we are going to create a subclasses called triangle and rectangle. Both these classes, including these two subclasses and this parent class, should contain the find area method. Whereas the difference is the shape class find area just returns some other thing, not its area. But the triangle subclass must return the find area function as the area of the triangle, means half into base into height. Same way rectangle has to return its area from the find area function. That means length into breadth. It has to return the result of the multiplication of length and breadth. And we are going to use the concept of polymorphism, which is also called as dynamic method dispatch, using menu driven programs. Now let us look on the program. Here first we are assuming that we are going to create a menu driven application. So then first I have created a project name with exercise 5. Inside we are having a subclass, main class and a main function. First let us look on the main base class, that is shape class. Here it is. The name for this is shape and it is a public class, and we are initializing it as a two data members of double data type that takes the value as a parameter for this constructor function. Here it is a parameterized constructor that takes param1 and param2 as a parameter, means here we are having two different shapes, like for rectangle the length and breadth, it has length and breadth, whereas in triangle it has a base and height. So in order to make same sense, I have passed as a param1 and param2, which indicates that it's a parameter 1 and parameter 2. And for the find area function in this parent class, base class shape, it just returns the values of param1 and param2. Now let us look on the triangle program. I have created the class name with a triangle that extends the shape class. Here using extends keyword, we are creating a subclass from our parent class shape. Similarly, it takes two parameter for this constructor function. Those two parameter is passed to this parent class using super function. And we must have the find area function inside this subclass too. Here in the subclass, it prints the area of the triangle by computing the formula half into base into height. The base will be the param1 and the height will be the param2, and half is denoted as 0.5. And next we will look on the rectangle program. A rectangle class extends from the shape class using this extends keyword, which means the rectangle is a child class for the parent class shape. And we are passing the parameters of this rectangle class to its parent class shape using the super function. Here in this rectangular class, it prints the area of the rectangle, that is the result of the multiplication of param1 and param2, where this param1 and param2 is get from its superclass. It means a shape class. This return that means it's print by this find area function. Now let's look on our main class and main function, where I have named it as application class. For this, we are going to get some inputs from the user. So I have included the scanner class from UTL package of Java, and inside this application class, we are having the main class, which should be public and static, and it doesn't returns anything. So it is a void function. And inside, first we are creating an object to the scanner class of like scan, and we are initializing the one to a integer variable called ch for getting the choice from the user. And next followed, we are creating an object to our parent class shape, and we have initializing with as null. Next, just we are printing some decorations to the output of this application. We are using do while loop so that it prints the same set of statements again and again until certain condition is met. Here the condition will be a 3. That means when user enters 3, it must come out of this do while loop. And the first one is the triangle and second one is the rectangle. Next, we are asking the user to give an input. It is stored in a variable called ch, which is an integer data type. Next, we are passing that ch to a switch case, and using case keyword, we are checking whether the value is 1, 2, or 3, or anything else. If the value is not 1 and 2, it goes inside the default one and it checks whether it's not the 3 or not. If it is not a 3, it prints as invalid input. If consider if it is a 3. So in such case, it comes out of this switch case and checks here if it is 3. Yes, it is 3. So that it breaks. That means it comes out of this do while loop. Suppose if the user input is a 1, it just creates two double data type variable as num1 and num2, and it asks the user to give an input for the base and height for this triangle. That means here one is triangle and the two is rectangle. The base is stored inside a double data type variable called num1, and the height is stored inside a double data type variable called num2 using next double function of scan object, which is a scanner class. Next, we are creating, that means we are initializing the obj object of shape class with a triangle object, that means created object, by passing the num1 and num2 as a parameter. Here the triangle is the subclass or the child class for the shape class. And next we are calling the find area function of obj class. Then it breaks. Here the find area function must return, or it will return the function which is present inside the triangle class, not the function which is present inside the shape class. This is the polymorphism. Consider if the user input is 2. If so, it asks the user to give an input for the length and breadth for the triangle. So that the length and breadth is stored inside a variable called num1 and num2. And next we are assigning the object that is created from the rectangle class by passing the num1 and num2 variable in a variable called obj, which is a shape object. Next we are calling the find area of obj. Here it calls the function which is present inside the rectangle class, not a triangle class or not a shape class. At last, after the while loop, it just prints some decoration so that it shows it comes out of this application. Now let us run this program. Yes, it asks the user, it means us to give some input. Let us say we can give 1. Yes, now it's asking a base for the triangle. Let us say, let us give 10 as the base. and height as 5, so that it must show like 10 into 0. 0.5 into 0.5 is 5, so it has to print 25.0. Yes, it prints the area of the triangle as 25.0. Now let us choose second one, that means the rectangle one. Now we are going to enter the length and breadth both as 10 and 10. Here the 10 and 10 means it's square. Anyway, we can give 10 and 10. It has to print 100.0. Yes, the area of the rectangle is 100.0. Now let us choose some other input. Let us say we can give 4. It prints invalid input. Yes, since there is no option for 4, it prints as invalid input. Now let us choose 3. Yes, it prints thanks for visiting. Yes, that's all for in this video. We can meet in another video with another topic. Until then, bye bye.